I want you to imagine that you're at a dinner party, let's say, and it's you, and then it's a large group of people, and you're ready to have dessert, and you go to get there's one more slice of pie, and you go to get the last slice of pie, but before you're able to get there, somebody else is able to grab the piece of pie first. So. What happened in that scenario? So this is a small situation or a small scenario that I think for me, early in my career, I would view my career growth as, which is a zero sum game. So somebody wins and somebody loses. So in the pie example, you have one person benefiting and taking something, and you have another person not being able to get that thing, right? Now let's imagine that you're at dinner still, you're at this dinner party, and there are two slices of pie. Well, the nice thing about this is that you can have that the second to last slice, and the other person in the first story can have the other slice, and no harm, no foul, right? Now let's imagine there's a whole pie left, and that person takes a slice of pie. That person taking the pie does technically reduce the amount of slices left, but there's still more than enough for you to be able to partake in this, right? Now let's imagine even more, just to paint a picture, there's two pies there, and that person takes a slice from one of the pies. You still have an abundance of slices left to be able to take one slice from whatever's remaining, right? And that's a lot like career growth from what I've noticed. And this video is really to the early career person or professional that is a little lost, a little angry. Maybe you just lost a job opportunity, or you didn't get the job that you were just applying for or interviewed for. Because I've been there. I'm 9 years in corporate America. Started off as a entry-level customer service representative, answering calls, moved a few positions within the company, became a project manager. Now I'm a chief of staff that offers insights to leadership, VPs, things like that with the company I'm with. And so I've been able to have a lot of loss in my life as it relates to my career, and I've been on that sort of merry-go-round of job interviews, and a job comes up and you lose it, and there's that you go through the 5 stages of grief, and you get to the other side and you realize it wasn't that big of a deal. But the point I want to really drive home for you, if you're a young professional, or maybe you're just somebody who stumbled upon this video and you need to just hear this, I'm not here to preach to you. I just want to share what I have learned for me in my career, and maybe it's helpful for you. But career growth and the job market, if you will, is not a zero-sum game. Now, my story is very anecdotal with one company, so I do want to put all those disclaimers out there. And again, like I say in my other videos, your career is your career. I'm not accountable for your career. You do whatever seems right for you. I'm just one guy sharing my story, and hopefully it benefits somebody else. But early on in my career, I would see missed opportunities, like interviewing for a job and not getting it, as a zero-sum game. And I put all my eggs in the basket of that job. Now, hindsight, I shouldn't have done that. But what I didn't see in the big picture is most of life for me is being able to zoom out and see the larger story. Life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Very cliche, but it's very true in terms of it's very easy to look at a situation, blow it up bigger than it actually is. Now, it might be big. I don't want to minimize the job you maybe didn't get or anything, but in reality, there's so many opportunities to be learned from not getting that job. I had so many jobs in my career that I've been able to see when I didn't get a job, or I was declined for an interview, or a job that I did interview for. So many things I learned from that, whether it was just looking internally and examining what do I actually really want to do with my career? Do I actually want to continue to pursue this, or was this me interviewing this team or this path as well? And I realized at the end of the interview process, though they declined me, I realized this isn't for me. And so whenever I'm able to see life not in a zero-sum way, meaning there's a direct slice of pie taken away from me that's visible, I guess in better ways, when I see things that are less weighty, right? Whenever, going back to the pie analogy, in the first example, there's one slice of pie. right? So that person taking that slice of pie is very weighty. Now, when you start to add more slices and even more pies to the mix, you realize one slice of pie in your life is not that big of deal. It's not that weighty in your life, or it shouldn't be seen as that weighty. And that's what I've learned. And that there's sort of an art to being able to zoom out, live in the moment, but live with the big picture in perspective. Because when the big picture is in perspective, you don't put so much weight on everything that happens in your life, and you're able to, in your career, I should say, and you're able to take things off the chin, not freak out so much when you send an email or you make a mistake at work, because again, it's in the narrative of this entire career that is a marathon and it's not a sprint. If it's a sprint, absolutely, you didn't get that job. Yes, you lost, right? And it's over. But thankfully, that's not how most careers work. At least it's not how my career works. It's been a marathon. There's been so many jobs that I've gotten passed up for, that I realized weren't a good fit, that I realized maybe the team wasn't a good fit, that I realized I just wasn't the best one for the job at that time. And though that person that they chose beat me in that moment, in the big picture, I'm very happy with where I'm at in my life, and being able to accept that reality of like, there's so many slices of pies out there that anybody can get, and they may come in ways that we may not see them. They may appear by way of a relationship that you're building now, that you've been working on, that you don't even know is going to, bring forth something great. Now, I'm not here to, say prosperity or, imagine and manifest things like that. I'm not speaking into that sort of world of things. I'm just speaking into having perspective on career growth and realizing. For me, let me just be introspective for a second, if you don't mind. If I just think about my career, and there's jobs early on that I didn't get, and then I just worked hard to try to do my best to learn the job that I was declined for, and then the second time around I was able to get it, you realize it's not a zero-sum game. Had I been viewing that as a zero-sum game, let's say, then the first job I got declined for when I interviewed in my role, I was working customer service and I interviewed for another role and I got declined for it. Had I seen that as a zero-sum situation, I would have never attempted to try to learn the skills. And then whenever that job opportunity came back up about a year later, I was able to get it. But that was because the way I'm able to, and I'm not sitting here to gloat about me. These are things that have been learned and through trials and through mentorship, where it's like you have to sort of always be ready, if you will. And that's going to come with time and patience, but that's going to also come with seeing career growth in a macro sense, not in short spurts of a monthly sort of thing, like monthly seasons. Like maybe it's half a year segments you have to sort of see your career at, or a year perspective or 2 year perspective, whatever that looks like, zooming out, that sort of sweet spot for you looks like, where you're able to be content where you're at, but also kind of see progress going and seeing sort of opportunities on the horizon, but you're not discontent with where you're at. It's kind of an art and a sweet spot to be able to be content where you're at, but also working ahead for the next opportunity. I was with the company for about, again, it was entry level, but I'm with the company entry level customer service for about 6 months. I'm told by a few of my coworkers, hey, you should apply for this job. You seem like a good fit for it. I didn't get the job. And at that moment, I lost, right? That person took my slice of pie. But in my mind, in my heart, I did want that job, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to learn that skill. Whatever I lacked, I'm going to ask the hiring manager, hey, what was I lacking? What didn't I have in this role, or in this, interview that you didn't see from me that I need to work on for next time? And again, this is playing the long game. There's no opportunity in the future, but I know, having a growth or an abundance mindset, whatever you want to call it, that there will be an opportunity that comes up, right? It could be in this department, it may not be, but on the journey, I might learn a lot of things that set me up for something else. That's kind of why I'm saying we don't really know where that opportunity is going to come from, right? Some people have a vision, they know exactly what they want to do, and they achieve that, and that's awesome for them. That's not necessarily my life and how it's worked out for me. I've had a general idea of who I want to be, the type of career I want to have, and things have sort of fallen into place as I've been preparing myself, and I've stayed ready, and an opportunity presented itself. But I got declined. I put my head down, continued to learn it. Took time out of my lunch hours, my lunch breaks to go learn from some of the guys in that department. And then when that opportunity came up, a year later, guess what? A new piece of pie emerged, and I was able to interview again, and they knew they had already interviewed me before a year prior, and I was able to then get that slice of pie, and I got the job. What happened in that situation was the person that got the role didn't last that year. They went through about a year, and then they left the company, and then that opportunity opened up again for me. And so it's just a matter of, for me, consistency, zooming out a little bit, seeing the big picture, not seeing life in such short sprints. There's moments where you got to kind of buckle down and sprint towards something, whether that's taking a test or a project or whatever, right? But I'm talking big picture here. I'm talking career growth. When you look at your 40-year career, who do you want to be? Where do you want to go? That's what I'm talking about here. It's easy in the really small situations, whenever you have one slice of pie left and there's 10 people at a party. Of course, that one slice of pie holds a ton of weight. But if you zoom out and you realize you're one, of thousands of people going for this type of role, but there's tens of thousands of jobs out there, right? Well, every slice doesn't seem as weighty anymore, and it sort of frees up. For me, it frees up that perspective of feeling like I need to put all my eggs in this basket, and then it minimizes stress for me, and I can sort of freely learn, freely grow, freely try to pursue the direction I want to go. So let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Especially if you're an early professional, if you're early in your career, you've never even had a corporate job, you want to break into corporate America, project management or whatever. Do you see life as a zero-sum game, specifically in the realm of your career? Do you see maybe there's a recent job opportunity that you missed out on and it's really bugging you? Let me know in the comments below what about that's bothering you, why you just can't get over it, and maybe there's others in the community here that can offer and shed some light on how what you're going through is legitimate, right? The feelings you have are real. However, if you put it in the right perspective, you can see that there's going to be a silver lining here. You can learn a lot of things from this, a lot of lessons to be learned, but also it's not going to be the end of the world, and there's going to be plenty of opportunities to come in the future. You just have to stay ready, right, and prepare yourself. So let me know in the comments below what you think about that. Is there anything about life being a zero-sum game that I missed? Or didn't talk about or address? There's a lot of perspectives, but I was thinking about this on my run today. But if you found this video helpful, thought-provoking, or insightful in any way, I would encourage you to like it and subscribe here to the channel if you're not. We're almost at 400 subscribers, so appreciate everybody out there who has sort of joined, committed to join in this journey. My name's Ryan Holguin. I didn't introduce myself. This is a practical place. I like to talk about big ideas and sort of distill them down into bite-sized chunks that one could apply today in a very practical way. So again, my name's Ryan Holguin here with The Practical Place. I will see you in the next video.